Post-game interviews are brought to you by
the Sportsplex at Metuchen, your local indoor sports facility. With leagues and classes, there's also open gym on the courts and turf. Just check their Instagram page for dates and times. Sportsplex at Metuchen.
Coach, I know you're disappointed, and I heard you talk to your team, and I get that. It's you come down to South Jersey. It's a new environment down here, and that was a pretty good football team you saw today, and you have a proud program. What do you think you need to do? Because you said we got to get ready next week. We're going to go up to Union. We got to get ready for that.
Yes, we do. We got to just. I think maybe some of our inexperience might have showed in some games like this. Because I got some guys that I know can make some plays and they made a few. It wasn't like we made no plays. They're a very good team, but we had some opportunities and we didn't make some plays that I think we should have, and I think maybe the big atmosphere of it maybe got to our guys a little bit. I think some of them weren't really ready to go take it from a guy that's already taken it from somebody. And I think hopefully, and I'm pretty confident that it will, we're going to figure out what that means. Our guys are going to get the feel of what that means, and on Friday night, we're going to come out with a little bit more aggression, a little really just playmaking is what it really amounts to at every position. Just being able to, I think our guys know what they have to do and they want to do it. I think we didn't realize how it was going to be to do it against somebody as good at this. But I'm pretty confident when we get it right that we will be able to.
And I think this opportunity was a wake-up call for everybody. And listen, even for them, they have some things that they want to work on. You guys have things you want to work on. This is an elite game down here, and there's tough competition. And it was an eye-opener for everybody. But you got next week, and that's the best part about high school football.
Yes, it is.
We got next week. We'll fix what we got to fix and go after it. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Of course, Coach, always.
Cole Aquino, what a tremendous performance you had today. I see you got yourself the Battle of the Beach trophy. You also got a hat today, too. So, that's a big award down here in South Jersey. I know that. Coming out here to, at a college venue, playing in a big game, Hillsborough is a proud program. You guys have a lot of guys back from last year. What was it all about today for you guys?
Just going out and being ourselves. We worked on this since December, January in the weight room, going out to the fields every time we can. And, it's a big senior group. There's 28 seniors, so we anticipated this game like no other. So we just knew what we had to do, just execute, and we did that, starting off 1-0.
And you're right, 28 seniors, guys that have a lot of experience, been in big games. You want to go places. I know at the end of the season everybody does. And to get there and to be able to play in those big games, what's it going to take for you guys? Because you do have a tough conference.
It's just going to take not looking too far ahead. We have our end goals of state championship, but we got to go take every day by day, week by week. We just got to go 1-0 every week.
You guys just felt very confident out here today. You made some big plays, especially on fourth down. Talk to me about some of the guys that you have as weapons to throw the ball to and hand off to.
I wouldn't just say it's a select few. I really think it's just all of us, all 11 on offense, all 11 on defense. But I'll point out some guys that I worked with in the summer: Anthony Forte, Paris Pratt, Jair Moore. All of them, we just nonstop working in the summer, going to the fields and whatnot, just getting used to each other, getting used to the route running. So seeing those guys score is just like second nature to me.
Listen, what a tremendous job you did today. I want to wish you the best of luck in the rest of the season, and maybe I'll see you down the line somewhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach, I just got done listening to all the expectations you guys have for this year, and I know we talked about Toms River North. I've seen them. I'm going to go back to Edison played them down. I went over to that game down there at Cherokee, and oh man, they were a program. You know that.
Sure.
Your goal is to get yourself there. You've already seen a team like that. Hillsborough has won a state championship, an overall group championship, and that's what you want to do. Talk to me about all the pieces to the puzzle, because they look pretty good today. Aquino, I can go down the list. You can name all those guys.
Yeah, I think for us, again, those experienced guys, it's really, it's kind of second nature at this point. Guys like Cole, Jalen Robinson, Colin Beeler, Paris Pratt, Jair Moore, these guys have played, 2-3 years for us. So they know the expectation. They've been in environments like, a situation like today where we're playing a very good Group 5 program in a cool environment, in a college, type atmosphere. So those guys are accustomed to that, given those opportunities that we've had in the last couple of years playing against the Toms River Norths and the Millvilles and those big teams that have had that statewide success. It just gives our guys something to really kind of strive for, look forward to. So yeah, I was very happy today with the outcome and how we played and the little things that we did well, which I think is going to be ultimately what we need in November.
And that's the key thing. And Aquino, like you said, he's calm, cool, collected, made some nice throws, big plays on fourth down. There were several, found the right guy. You got a heck of a defense, 44, he was all over the field today. It just seemed like, you just had their number. And it's a long season, and you've got a tough conference schedule yourself, and I'm sure there's somebody down the line that is looking for you, and you might both go in there undefeated. But I know that you have a rivalry with Rancocas Valley, and hey, listen, your team played exceptionally well today. What do you got next week? What are the plans for next week coming off this big W?
Yeah, I think the big thing for us is focusing on, it's really a daily focus, and what can we do to get better each day? That's kind of been our motto is, not worry about everybody else and what everybody else is doing. Let's focus on us. If we feel like we do that and take care of our business, I think we could beat anybody. There's obviously teams on our schedule that are very competitive and very tough and have had a lot of success, and we're looking forward to those matchups. But realistically, it's a daily thing for us, and keeping our kids grounded and don't get complacent and understand we're going to get everybody's best shot because we've had success. So we're looking forward to those challenges.
Coach, what a great atmosphere today, great game, good fans. Want to wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you down the line.
Awesome, thank you very much.